Okay, let's get to the sides for this meal. So we're gonna have some steamed cabbage. I've already started the green part of the cabbage in there, and I've got. Remember back over there where I did the meat, I cut some of that skin off the ham. Well, we got that already cooking for about half an hour, and got that water seasoned up well. And then I'm gonna put one of these Goya ham flavored seasoning packets in it. Just gonna do one packet. It has a salt content as well as that ham flavor to it. So we're going to season it up with that. And then we're just going to start dropping the cabbage in. Now I've got them over here on the other side. I've cut them up. Of course, you know you wash your cabbage real good and cut it into squares. So let's see if I can get that. Let's put it on this side over here. I got space. If I move a couple things, I got lots of space. Lots of space. Okay, there we go. We can just set that back there. Okay, and we'll just continue dropping the cabbage in. There it is right there. Y'all know I got this small cooking space. My friend Barb said I need a big kitchen. I said no, I don't. I can cook for 100 people right here in my kitchen. The more space you use, the more you have to clean up. So small space works fine.
You got a rag I can wipe stuff up with. I don't know where being rags in your bathroom.
Yeah. Look down there, you know where the washcloths are?
Yeah.
You'll see like a little raggedy looking rag down there. Grab that one.
Okay.
And then, look in the laundry room, grab your roll of paper towels and finish it off with the glass. You can see the glass paper towel. Look at me. Put me up. Oh, okay. Put me up, put me up, put me up, put me up. Ooh, child. Okay. Okay. Got about half that cabbage in there, so what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm gonna where's my there it is, complete season. I'm gonna go ahead and put some complete Money. Did you see the cleaning stuff under the cabinet? Like this, like in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's some
These Lord Dooms don't taste like they used to. They taste real
I know
chalky.
there's the window right there.
Like they put chalk in it.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing tastes like it used to when you were a child. I'm telling you, like they've changed. You know that they're putting synthetic. Tony and I talking about how stuff that used to taste one way don't taste the same. Like Lorna Doones. No, they do not taste the same. But my cabbage will taste the same as they did when I was a child. Because guess what? I cook them just like my mama do. And you know what? If I do anything different to them, it's going to be to enhance. And the only thing I do different with my cabbage, complete seasoning. Complete seasoning didn't exist in a bottle like it does now. However, mama probably had all those secret ingredients in there anyway. So, anywho, when you change up on recipes, make sure it's for the better, please. And you do that by what? Tasting it as you go along to make sure it does. That was a little sidetrack. Here we go. This pot is going to be packed to the top, but that's fine. These cabbages whipped down, and we'll get the whole. I got I would say two large cabbage in here. Okay. So now we're going to go right in here now, and we're going to pour a little bit more complete seasoning on there. Okay? And while we at it, we're going to say a teaspoon on each level, and then a teaspoon of black pepper. Got to have the black pepper going on. Okay? All right. Now, more cabbage, more cabbage, more cabbage. Pack them in there. They will wilt down, and I guarantee I will get these two whole cabbage in this one pot. I'm gonna do my Houdini thing. Okay, my Houdini thing. And what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna put a little bit more complete seasoning on there, and after that, I'm gonna go ahead and stick a lid on there and let them cook down because that heat will wilt them. So just put the lid on like so. And just let them go ahead and cook down. Meanwhile, I've got baked beans to get ready. Let's do a little cleanup here. And I got to cook some rice. And y'all know I'm doing corn on the cob, of course. That's one of the all-time favorites, especially for the little one and for the big ones too. Cause y'all know I juice it up for them, make it taste good. Okay. The ham is cooking well in the oven. That's the only meat besides the hot dogs. I'm gonna oven bake those hot dogs in this oven, get a little brown, just a little extra added thing. So let's go over here since we're on the stove, and I'm gonna do a pot of rice. Okay, I'm gonna do a pot of rice here. That's gonna be my corn pot. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna cook 3.5 cups of rice, and I'm gonna make it mom. It's going to be seasoned rice. Now, this rice is going to be to go with the jerk chicken, but I want that rice seasoned up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of these little chicken bouillon cube packages in there. How about that? And we're going to do a teaspoon, not to make it really salty, because now, there we go, a teaspoon of complete seasoning. And then that's as much as you need. And then I've already got, excuse me, y'all know how I cook my rice. Now, here's what you do. Cook your rice, please, according to the directions. I do mine a little bit different. So, mine works for me because I go back and forth with mine. Okay? So, cook your rice according to the package, except add some complete seasoning and some dry chicken bouillon seasoning to it. If you want some seasoned rice. Now you can throw butter in there if you want to. I'm not putting butter in mine because I got that jerk chicken. Okay, so as soon as that water starts to boil real good, I'm going to pour that rice in, stir it up, cover it, and let it cook for 20 minutes, and we'll have rice. Okay, so while I go off, let's see, am I ready to do, maybe I'm ready to do my baked beans. Okay, while that water is getting ready to boil, and I'm waiting on that cabbage to cook down, I'm going to go over here on the other side of the room, and we're going to go ahead and get these baked beans going. Okay, how's that? So hold on. Okay, we're getting ready to finish up the sides. Next side we got going is 12 cups of water in this pan here, and I'm going to cook 16 half pieces of, guess what, corn. Okay, so I put a fourth of a cup of sugar in that water, and a couple teaspoons of salt. I'm going to boil this corn. Doing a little bit different today. I put my sugar and my salt already in the water so it'll cook all the way through. It'll be a lot easier. And then in the end, I'm going to drain it off, melt down some butter, put it in one of my pans, and just let butter marinate throughout the corn. So this is one of my sides. Of course, you know, this is a favorite. So get all 16 little ears in there. Probably cook them for about 12 minutes. Let them come to a rolling boil for about 12 minutes. Okay, that's a nice pan full. I'm just going to do 16 now because corn is one of those things that it doesn't take a long time to cook. And I don't like having corn like this left over. So if I need a couple more ears, pop it in the pan for about 10 or 12 minutes and it's done. Okay, we're going to move on over to the other side of the kitchen. Go ahead and finish off these sides. I got the baked beans left to do, the corn, and some cornbread. So now we're going to move on over to baked beans. Okay, got my pan. This is a 7 pounds of beans. I mean, you can't avoid cooking the whole thing, so you just dump that whole pan in there. Real simple and easy. This can should feed 24 people. Get every bean, don't leave not one bean in that can. There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to put a half a cup of brown sugar. Probably going to add more. For right now, half a cup. This is some barbecue sauce. Fourth cup of barbecue sauce. I would have put more if I had more. I forgot. This is all I got. But just to give it that flavor. And of course you gotta put some ketchup. Ketchup or ketchup. Ketchup. Half cup ketchup. And now we're gonna start stirring. Alright, sous chef, where's your spoon? I think we'll use a spatula. This spatula will mix them up good. And remember what I told you, when your pan is full like that, we're just gonna clip the ends, gonna turn those ends up so it doesn't spill out into the stove. Just remember to do that before you put them in, so just turn them up. And make sure you mix everything in really, 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 really good. Okay, like so. And of course, before I bake these, now y'all know I have to taste them a little bit, make sure if I need some more sugar. And I think I am, because I only put, that probably was less than half a cup. So I use 3/4 of a cup in this many beans. So I know I'm going to have to put more sugar. Pop those sides up good now, because those beans are going to bubble up a little bit. But this will just keep them from boiling out. Alright, now I did have to go back and add another half cup of sugar. So because this pan of beans is so big, it takes a cup of sugar to get it like I want. Now you can put more or less or none. Just depends on you, but my folks like some nice and sweet and tangy. So 1 cup of sugar in this. If you're cooking this big can, of course, if you're going to cook a smaller can, then you adjust your sugar. You adjust your ketchup, you adjust everything to what you're cooking. But based on if you're cooking for a crowd and you use that big old can that feeds 24, if you want them to taste like mine tastes, this is what you have to do. So now, got the beans mixed up. They are ready to go in the oven. Remember this little trick. Now, if your pan is full for anything, for mac and cheese, it doesn't matter. Turn those ends up so that your juice won't flow out into your oven. So, just remember, turn those ends up so your juice won't fly into the oven. Tonnia's messing with me, honey. She just better stop. Okay, anyway, that's ready to go in the oven. Now, okay, I'm running ahead of time, y'all. I'm excited. Now, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is my house archery tender sweet cornbread. So, we need 2.5 cups of house archery cornmeal, y'all. This is the best cornmeal on the market as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we get the, again, you need to measure it or make it by the according to the recipe on the bag. And for me, that's 2.5 to 3 cups. Doesn't matter either one, because it'll work in the pan that I'm going to fix it in. I'm going to do 2 eggs in here. And then I just need, that's not going to be 2 cups of milk. But I need 2 cups of milk in here. Okay. So that'll take care of that. And then I'm going to need 3/4 cup of oil in there. That's about 3/4 of a cup. Now for this amount of cornbread. So just be careful with your measurements. And if you're not sure, if you can't just do it by sight, go ahead and use the recipe on the bag so it'll come out okay. I need me a pan. And because I need a big pan of bread today, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these tin foil pans here. I love these pans because you know what? When you get done with them, throw them in the trash. And some people wash them out and use them. That's up to you. And I'm going to pour 1/4 cup of oil in the bottom of that pan. Make sure that bread comes out okay. And the other thing that I normally do is heat this oil up, but I'm not going to heat it up today because I need to get it going. And make sure it's oiled all the way through, all the way across there. Sous chef ain't doing quite what she need to do today, so she didn't have my spoon ready, she didn't have my pan ready, so she had to reach over there and get it. Okay, as I said before, that's not quite enough milk, so we need some more liquid in there. Be right back. You can either put more milk or about another fourth of a cup of water. Any liquid will do. Water or milk. I thought the oil was going to do it, but it didn't. Get it mixed all up. I know what y'all thinking to yourself. She didn't put no sugar. Yes, I am. Ha! Think I ain't putting the sugar in there. If I didn't put the sugar, my folks probably would frown up. And today, I'm just going to use regular white sugar. I got some Domino sugar. I'm going to put half a cup of sugar in here. Now, for y'all don't like to put sugar and stuff, can't do sugar, close your eyes or either cover your face, because here it goes. That's a good half a cup of sugar. Okay? Be like cake cornbread, because they like it nice and sweet. Make sure you stir it real good. If you remember, you got those eggs in there. You could beat the eggs prior to putting them in there if you want to. But if not, just make sure you mix everything really good. Okay. And for me, I'm going to run my thumb right there, and guess what? That was a taste test. I need another tablespoon. Just about that. Cover your eyes now. I'm telling y'all. Got to do it. Okay, so it's ready to go in the pan. So making cornbread is real quick and easy. I know a couple of y'all ask how I make it, so this is how I make it. And if you need a smaller pan, use half as much. Or you know, cornbread freezes real good too, so you can make a big pan and you can freeze it. Okay, the cornbread and the baked beans are ready to go into the oven. So they're going into the oven, so you'll see these again in about an hour. Well, now the cornbread you only got to bake about 25 minutes, but those beans about a good hour. Okay.
Hey, I'm not
Okay, y'all. Dinner is done for the most part. There are the spare ribs. They are the barbecued brown sugar ribs, baked ham with a honey mustard glaze. Oh, I'm sorry, not honey mustard, but mustard and brown sugar glaze. There is my jerk chicken. I got 2 pans of that. The rice, corn on the cob, some extra little dipping sauce back there. Those nice baked beans on the back burner there. A pot full of cabbage, some hot dogs, cornbread, and I found a little. Let me just show you an easy way. I had a burger in the fridge. And there is some chili for them hot dogs. I make that with a turkey burger, y'all. So anyhow, y'all, waiting on everybody to get here. So listen, y'all. Hopefully, y'all having a God bless Easter Sunday afternoon, because we sure are. The flavor train is pulling in. We waiting on my nephew to come all the way from Fayetteville, y'all. And we're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this meal. This is Tonnia's birthday meal, and she's excited. So listen, y'all, until I cook again, keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. And until I decide to cook again, y'all, happy Resurrection Day. The gang's all here, y'all. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Toodaloo. These are Tonnia's cupcakes and junk food stuff over here. Oh, and beautiful flowers from Barbara. Part of the gang is here. Okay, let's go down the stairs here for a minute. Kids are downstairs. We're waiting for everybody else to get here. So anywho, it's going to be happy birthday to Tonnia.